And a hypothesis would be this. I think if I mix Coca-Cola with Sprite, I will get a Coca-Cola with more fizz. That may be your hypothesis. Now we have to mix the two and see if there's more fizz, then it would be just the Coke alone or just the Sprite alone. That's a hypothesis. But a presupposition says, I know that when you mix Coke and Sprite together, you get more fizz. But the evidence says, I don't care what the evidence says. That's your truth. But my truth is that, and so that's what a presupposition is. This thought came to me a few days ago because one of the things that my dad would oftentimes hammer on in my youth and in his teaching and preaching and raising up a church there in the country of Bolivia, South America. And that was, he said, it's important that when you approach the Bible, you do not approach the Bible with a presupposition. Because if you approach the Bible with a presupposition, you are not open to allow the Bible to speak to you. For example, if I approach the Bible with the presupposition that God is a woman, then I will look at the Bible and search the scriptures to find evidence that God is a woman. And I may be able to concoct something in the Bible that would suggest that through a warped sense of interpretation that God is a woman. That's what a presupposition does. It takes you down an erroneous road and takes you deeper into the despair of untruth or of deceit. A hypothesis, however, if you approach the Bible with a hypothesis, I think God is a woman, and then you begin to look at the Bible and allow the Bible to speak to you without wrestling the Word of God to your own destruction, then you'll come to the end of your hypotheses and see that, no, God is not a woman. God is a spirit. John 4:24. And they that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth.